Alright boys and girls, we are back with another have-to video, not a want-to video. My son has a 2003 Pontiac Vibrator. You guys know this car from him hitting a guardrail and us piecing it back together and doing all kinds of manner of work to it. In Connecticut, if your car does not go through emissions, they will not allow you to re-register it. Jess says, hey, Evan's car has to be re-registered on the 17th of October. I'm like, it's got a check engine light. So we started to look into that. And he put a Bank 1 O2 sensor in a manifold. Ran some Catalytic through it. The cats are no good in the car. Now, what do? Right? It's a $400 car, $500 car at best. I mean, it runs and drives, but she's ugly. So what do? He works in an auto parts store. He's like, Dad, the cat's like $600. I'm like, oh my God, that's worth more than the car. I said, absolutely not. I said, well, look for a car for you. And then I was like, you know what, let me go on Amazon and look. And lo and behold, I'm not even kidding you, Max Speeding Rods has a cat set for this. It's the whole downpipe with 2 cats in it, O2 bung, the whole 9 yards, for like $90. And I'm like, $90? I'm like, is it real cats? So I looked at the reviews and people were like, yeah, my check engine light went off. My check engine light, I reset it, never came back. I'm like, pfft. Now, being very honest with you, Max Speeding Rods has reached out to my channel several times to send me stuff, and I've never really needed anything. I bought this with my own money. They sent me a 4-link for the Rambler, so out of courtesy, I said, hey buddy, I bought this, and I'm going to give an honest review about it. And he was like, awesome. He goes, it'll fit great, and he goes, we're confident about it. I said, okay, because you know how I am with reviews, huh? If something's bad, I'm going to tell you. So let's rip this old one off. That'll be an absolute disaster, like yesterday on Jess's Subaru. Let's see, can you get a cheap aftermarket cat that is supposedly model correct and have it actually work? Man, here we go. All right, guys, off the rip. You gotta have the ability to cut a piece of pipe, and then the bolts are way up there. And they've been in there for 20-something years. What's the chance those are coming out? Man. So I think the first thing we should do, and this is not convenient. This goes into the car. So that goes into the floor. So what I'm gonna do is, I think we should get at the bolts first up there, because honestly, that's tragedy. And you'll never get those from the top. Looks like maybe a 14, 15, and we'll put an impact on it, and we're just gonna give it hell, because if it breaks, it breaks. That's whatever. I'd rather scrap the car than fix it. And then there's one on the other side, so let's try that. There's a 14. What size is this? Whose horse is that? All right, well, you can't even spray this thing, like from the top. I know that, because I was like, how the hell am I gonna get any spray in here? Maybe the ratchet first. Let's just, maybe we can feel it out, you know what I mean, together. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, there's one. Let's go slow with it. Let's go slow. If it starts to bind up, you want to walk it back forward and then back again. You know, you're going to do the moonwalk with it. Anytime you're taking out rusty bolts, you start to bind, go back in, loosen up, go back in, loosen up. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that, because I can't even see the other part of the flange. My light is in my eyes. I can't see nothing. All right. Well, okay, well, that's one that we won't have to take out. Look at the smoke wrench. Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. Oh, that one's tight. Okay. Okay, no, come on. Shit. What if we try to tighten? No. What if we try to loosen? Oh wait, I think it turned. Or it either broke. No, it turned. That sounds never good, by the way. Oh, it might be breaking. Let's maybe go back in. Oh, no, it feels like it's threading. That's tight, so we're gonna go back in. clean up these threads a little bit. Oh yeah, got it. Okay. Okay. It's raining WD-40 down on my head. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Alright. Alright, I worked this back and forth significantly. It seems much better now. I think it's going to come right out. Now, before we take this all the way out, let's address this up here, right here. Now, I have a new O2. Could I just snip it off? You know, I could, but we still got to be able to plug it in. So let's, we'll have to get in the car. Fortunately, you can pull the carpet right back. So that's not bad, and the plug's right here. So we can snip this out. That's easy. Probably need 2 hands for that. And then we're gonna push it through the bottom to free it up. This car's disgusting. I think he has coffee on the dashboard. I can barely get in this door. Working in a post and beam garage is horrible. It's basically a barn. Better than working on my back in the street though. So now we need to figure out what are we doing with the rear of this. I'm gonna go get that new one. We can take a look at it together. All right, this is the Max Speeding Rods cat system. This fits all kinds of nonsense. Hold on, does it say on it? I don't think it does. It says China. Hold on. Anyway, I think this fits like, I want to say it's like 2000 to 08 or 2000 to 04 Matrix and Vibe. Comes with the clamp for the back, new bolts, new springs. Even comes with some nuts in case you smoked them. It comes with the donut gasket because this is a socket flange. Socket flange. I misjudged all of this. I misjudged all of it, guys. I looked at that thing, I was like, wait a second. It doesn't have a hanger. Yeah, it doesn't need it. We're only going to here. I was going to take this resonator off. This is a cat and that's a cat. So we're only coming here. Thank God I didn't cut it. I would have been mad. I would have been super mad. So I started taking these hangers off because I got this cool tool and it just pops off. But maybe I can use it to put it back on and just show you guys. If you guys don't have one of these things are dirt cheap on Amazon. Sorry about the light. It's kind of hard to show you under here. So to pop it off, you just kind of put it behind it and you squeeze and it just pops off. And then you can also put them back on by putting it on the other side and just squeezing. This thing is invaluable. I'm going to put the link in the description for this thing because this thing is awesome. All right, it is difficult to discern where you're going to cut this. So obviously you want more, not less. So I'm going to take a Sawzall and just zip it right here. Now I have a significant amount of pipe coming off of here, kind of where the bend is. Like we get all the way to there. That's not important. I don't know what this is going to do as far as, it looks like it's the same size. I don't believe this is going to slip over this. So I might need a coupler, which I do have. Actually, it might slip over that. And if that's the case, we may have to just trim the end. But, you know, for 90 bucks instead of 600, I'll trim the end. Pretty straight cut. I like that. Now we're going to pull that last bolt out that's holding that flange up top on the other side. And this is actually going swimmingly, crossing fingers and toes. This isn't so bad. And if I'm going to save $500 to put my son's car back in business, this isn't bad at all. So, so far, so good. And we'll see how the Max Speeding Rods cat fits, and hopefully this thing's going to save the day. I think if we just smush it up there, oh, it's a lot. All right. Now, let's look at it this way. Does this fit in here? It does not. It's the same size. Okay, that's bottomed up there. So this is the overlap we have, right? So we got to fit a coupler. So we can take a bunch off here, and then we got a lot to work with here. So let me grab a coupler and make sure, A, does that even fit on our pipes, because that would be integral. Other than that, I mean, it looks like it the fit, once it's up there, I think it's going to be like mint. I think it's going to be perfect. So good job, Max Speeding Rods. We'll see how she runs. All right, I'm back from AutoZone. That is the worst auto parts store on the planet. You walk in, there's two kids on their phones, not helping anybody. AutoZone, you need to do better. That's why your store sucked ass. And anyway, you need a 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. So this is a straight piece of pipe, which is 2 1/8. It's really like 2 1/4 OD. It's a little smaller than that, but on this, you know, you're snug enough for a clamp. Now, AutoZone's exhaust aisle is, it looks like downtown Beirut. You can't find anything. It looks like the staff there just throws the parts onto the shelves, never fixes it, never fronts and faces. Worst store on the planet. This is the only clamp I could find that was even remotely close. So it's a 2 1/4, but that technically should be close enough to do this. And it is. I mean, she's a little squiggly, but like I said, worst case scenario, I'll weld this thing. I want to try to do this the way you guys would do it if you didn't have a welder. That actually may be a little tight with the gasket. We'll have to see. So I think I'm going to start putting this all together. This looks like a compressed gasket, so that's good. Let's see if I can get my arm up in there. Oh yeah, it stays right on there. Perfect. Excellent. All right, right now, well, this is all spring mounted, so I just pushed it back, and we're snug right up against. This thing fits actually amazing for how little it costs. That's good. I hate bringing you guys stuff that is garbage just because it's cheap, you know. Cheap and good are usually not synonymous. We all understand that. Let's see if we can't get these bolts started. I'm probably gonna have to move you guys out of the way to do that. You're not gonna be able to see, or I'm not gonna be able to see, one or the other. I ended up going back out. I don't like the way the 2 1/4s fit, and I just went to O'Reilly's because AutoZone is pathetic. And I found 2 1/4 clamps there in the aisle where they were supposed to be, which was weird. They weren't thrown all over the place. Someone actually cared about that store, and I did better there. So take it for what it's worth. AutoZone's probably a waste of your time between the incompetent staff and the terrible condition of the store. At least in Willimantic, Connecticut, is absolutely terrible. Try to tighten these things in uniformly. These fit way better. I've already cleared the codes for this. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna wrap this video up a couple days from now. So I'm gonna have my son drive this car. We're gonna set the monitors in it, right? And I'm gonna make sure this code does not come back, and I'm gonna report back to you at the end of this video. All right, guys, it is a couple weeks later since we did the catalytic converter on my son's Pontiac Vibe, the Max Speeding Rods replacement cat. Now, up front, understanding, this thing was very inexpensive. It passed emissions. The check engine light is still off. The car is still in service. He's driving it every day. So as far as fitment, A+. As far as operational, A+. As far as getting through emissions, that was the big one, also A+. The only drawback I found was it comes with a 2-inch exhaust clamp. But if you're using a coupler, you need a 2 1/8 exhaust clamp. I can't really deduct a lot of points from that because depending upon what you were doing. But overall, guys, I guess you can get out cheap, get a nice quality replacement part that fits right. So guys, hit up Max Speeding Rods. I actually have a discount code for Max Speeding Rods. So if you guys want a discount, you can use Mad Ginger at checkout. I'll have a discount code in the description. And just remember, guys, you need your car to get through emissions, and you don't need to spend $600-800 on a catalytic converter. Hit up Max Speeding Rods, because if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.